Ever wondered how, the very way we learn could be fundamentally changed? We've actually got a fascinating example unfolding right now in the Turks and Caicos Islands. So this deep dive, we're looking at a new partnership. It's between the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College, TCICC, and a company called EON Reality. Our mission today is really to cut through the press release language and understand what this collaboration means for education there.
Yeah, and what's immediately striking, I think, is the ambition.
Hmm.
TCICC isn't just like dipping its toes in new tech. They formed what they call a strategic partnership back in March 2025.
Mm.
In EON Reality, they describe themselves as a world leader in AI-assisted VR and AR for learning.
A world leader. Okay, so they're a big player.
Seems so. They're bringing some serious technological firepower, you could say.
Okay, so what kind of firepower are we talking about specifically? The announcement mentions their EON-XR and EON-AI platforms. What exactly are these bringing to the table for TCICC students and faculty?
Well, think about it like this. EON-XR, that's the virtual and augmented reality part. It lets you create these really immersive experiences. Imagine stepping into a virtual science lab or, exploring ancient history sites without leaving the campus.
Right, the whole immersive learning idea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the AI-assisted piece, the EON-AI, that likely means the system can adapt the learning. So maybe a virtual simulation offers more help if a student's struggling, or perhaps throws more complex challenges if they're getting it quickly. Personalized learning, basically.
Okay, that makes sense. So why is TCICC jumping into this? They mentioned it's through EON Reality's Future Workforce Grant. What's the big motivation for the college?
Yeah, I think it really boils down to future-proofing their education. TCICC, they state they're committed to providing high-quality, accessible education. And that means meeting the evolving needs of students and the local community. This tech lets them offer learning experiences that just weren't possible before.
So it's about skills for the modern job market.
Precisely. Equipping graduates with skills relevant for today's and tomorrow's jobs. It even includes pre-college outreach, trying to get younger students interested too.
We also heard from the leadership, Dr. Candace Williams, the CEO and president of TCICC. She called this a transformative leap. What stood out for you in her comments?
Her emphasis on reimagining learning, that's a strong word, and empowering students with immersive future-ready skills. It's not just about small tweaks. She clearly envisions a fundamental shift, preparing them for a, quote, technology-driven global workforce.
Mm-hmm. And on the other side, Mats W. Johansson, president of EON Reality, he talks about transformative educational tools. He even suggests they'll revolutionize educational methodologies across the region. That sounds pretty ambitious.
It is a bold claim, absolutely. But I think it reflects the potential they see in this kind of technology. If faculty can really leverage AI-powered VR to create truly engaging, interactive lessons, well, it could significantly boost understanding and retention compared to, say, just textbooks or lectures. And he also mentions preparing learners for the service and digital economy, which, clearly aligns with the economic focus for the Turks and Caicos.
Right. And it's not just the college and the tech company. The Minister of Education, the Honorable Rachel Taylor, weighed in too. She emphasized the government's commitment to a future-ready education system and positioning the islands as a leader in digital innovation.
Exactly. So you've got government backing, which is crucial. This isn't just seen as an isolated college project. It's framed as a strategic move for the whole region's development, investing in human capital, essentially.
And just for context, TCICC isn't brand new. It was established back in 1984. They have campuses in Grand Turk and Providenciales, offer associate and bachelor degrees, vocational training, quite diverse programs.
Yeah, they're clearly a key institution there, focused on empowering students and fostering community development, as they put it.
And EON Reality's mission.
Their stated goal is making knowledge available, transferable, and accessible globally. They see these AR/VR tools combined with AI as the way to do that. Democratizing knowledge through tech, you could say.
Okay. So if we boil it down, the main takeaway here is that TCICC is strategically adopting this cutting-edge AI-assisted VR and AR from EON Reality. The goal is to create more engaging, more relevant, more future-focused learning experiences.
That's the core idea, yes. Leveraging advanced tech to boost educational quality, accessibility, and prepare students for the modern economy.
It definitely feels like a very forward-thinking approach for a community college, really positioning them at the forefront in the region, thinking about this integration AI, immersive tech, right at the community college level. It makes you wonder, what other areas of education or maybe even professional skill development do you think could be revolutionized by these kinds of partnerships?
That's a great question. Healthcare training, technical skills, maybe even soft skill simulations.
Right. It really prompts you to consider how different learning and training might look in the coming years, doesn't it?